Alright friends, so we are going to get started today with our Scholastic News. On your desk, you should have this one. How do you beat the heat? Make sure it's the correct one. Look at your table partners. Make sure they are on the right one. Make sure you have your highlighters out. If you don't have a highlighter, you can use a pencil or a pen to underline instead. So we're going to take a look at our Scholastic News here today. LaRue, can you pull a stick? Joshua, can you tell me what is the title of our Scholastic News? A little bit louder, Claire. You got it. Can you say it a little bit louder? Sorry.
Beating the heat.
Beating the heat, or specifically, how do you beat the heat? So today we're going to be looking at how hippos have a special way of surviving in sizzling spots. We're going to find out how some creatures stay cool in hot habitats. So we did a seesaw activity related to this before, where we took a look at different animals and how they beat the heat. And so what we're going to do today is read about how other animals beat the heat. So if I can have you open the first page, you should be looking at this front cover where it says beating the heat. I see a lot of you guys are already on there. I will be projecting this on the screen so you can see in just shortly here. Hey, question marks.
You're writing a hippo on this.
I'm writing the hippo.
Yeah, remember where you said, where you see the thing, like right here?
Uh-huh.
Where there was one there, there was a hippo
Oh, yeah.
on it.
On my little Bitmoji, yes. Alright. So I will be calling friends by sticks. If you hear your name, you're going to read one paragraph at a time. We're going to stop at each paragraph and we're going to ask ourselves the question, how are animals beating the heat? If they mention in the paragraph that this is where a certain animal does to beat the heat, we're going to highlight that. Peach?
Bye-bye.
Alright, LaRue, start us off with the first stick, friend. Brandon, I'm going to have you read the first paragraph starting with how. The rest of you guys should be following along.
How do you cool off on a hot summer day? Maybe you take a dip in a pool or grab a cold lemonade.
Okay, pause there. That's the first paragraph. In your tables, go ahead and figure out, did it mention anything about how you could beat the heat in there? And if it does, go ahead and discuss with your table and highlight. That is correct. Can I have you move to table 6? There's a moving seat there. Yeah, that's what we're in next scenario. Only the first paragraph. We got some friends that locked in their answers. Thank you for those who down as soon as you hear my voice. LaRue, please pull a stick. Lily, in your table, what did you guys discuss? A little bit louder, please. Okay, one thing that Lily brought up is in order to beat the heat, we as humans can dip in the pool. LaRue, can you pick another stick, friend? Abby, what's another way that we could cool off for the summertime?
Or grab a cold lemonade.
Okay, nice. Or grab a cold lemonade. Max, based off of the two things I highlighted here, do you think this is suited for humans or do you think this is suited for a hippo?
And humans.
More so humans, right? Do hippos drink lemonade?
No.
No, they wouldn't really. But thank you, Max. All right, we're now taking a look at paragraph number 2. LaRue, stick, please. Leah, can you read paragraph 2 nice and loud? Brandon, there's a word in paragraph 2 that was bolded. What is that word? That is bolded, I'm sorry.
Patience.
How about this? Can you go up to the screen and show me in paragraph 2 what words are bolded?
Adaptations.
Go up to the screen and point to it. There you go. Class, this is physical adaptations. I want you to highlight that. LaRue, pull a stick. Brianni, where can I find the definition of what physical adaptations mean? Where can I find that in my scholastic view? In the words to know box. So if I look here, what color is the words to know box, class?
Yellow.
Yellow. So if I take a look and I zoom in here, physical adaptations means special features of an animal's body that helps it survive in its habitat. So when we talk about our physical adaptations, it's talking about what the animals have in terms of their bodies to help them survive. So let's take a look at our heading here, our subheading. We got super sippers. LaRue, stick. LaRue, every time you pull a stick, have another stick ready, okay? Not here, sweetie. Mia? Okay. Mia, go ahead and read super sipper, starting with let's.
Let's start with thorny dragons. These small lizards live in lizards. Like all living things, they want to survive, but very little rain falls in the desert. So how do thorny dragons get into water?
All right. So in this paragraph, Haley, what animal are they talking about?
A dragon.
A type of dragon, yes. Specifically a thorny dragon. Samaya, in this paragraph, did they mention anything about how thorny dragons get enough water? Did they mention anything yet? Not quite, right? So we're going to skip that paragraph. We're not going to highlight anything. We're going to take a look at the next paragraph here. The friend that's going to read this, you're going to read these two combined. This little one and this big one. So starting with they. LaRue, stay.
Samaya.
Samaya, go ahead, friend.
They collect it with their skin.
A little bit louder, sweetie.
They collect it with their skin. Says scientists.
Philip Coleman.
Philip Simmons. Williams and a team of scientists found how this works. A thorny dragon's skin has tiny grooves what lead to its mouth. When the lizards stand in sand, needing moisture from the sand is sucked into the
Grooves.
until they fill up. Then the lizard opens its mouth and takes a sip.
Okay. Let me go ahead and read it one more time for the friends that weren't able to hear. So it says here, they collected with their skins, says scientist Philip Coleman. Coleman and a team of scientists learned how this works. A thorny dragon's skin has tiny grooves that leads it to its mouth. When the lizard stands in sand, moisture from the sand is sucked up into the grooves until they fill up. Then the lizard opens its mouth and takes a sip. So, in your table, discuss. We're talking about thorny dragons. Did they mention anything about how thorny dragons adapt to the heat? Go ahead, discuss in your table. I'll be walking around. voice is off. Lagro, can you please go ahead and tell me the name of your next stick?
Axle.
Axel. What did you guys discuss in your table? What do thorny dragons have that helps them adapt to the heat?